Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today we are discussing the Omega De Ville Prestige, a lovely dress watch that features a combination of vintage vibes and modern fit finish and materials. So the watch is 39.5 millimeters in diameter in stainless steel. It's one of the thinnest Omegas you can buy at 10.3 millimeters thick, 44.9 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, and the end links don't extend past the lug, so that's the total distance across the wrist. And it has a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. This is a watch that features a wonderfully compact bracelet fit, as the bracelet itself is quite slim on the wrist. You can see a wonderfully compact extensible clasp, low profile links. You can see plenty of gaps between links to vent the wrist and avoid pinching skin or pulling hair. All of high polish for a handsome upscale look. We have conforming end links to better mate it to the case. There's no gap between bracelet and case. And we have a single trigger release that you press down to disengage the clasp. Now I'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. You can see it wears beautifully. It'll fit underneath any kind of a cuff. Suitable for men, suitable for women, suitable for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. It's a very versatile watch. Taking a quick look at the case band, it has dramatically stepped out lug profiles. This is not a Calatrava or Portugueser style blend of lug into case. This is a little bit more like a Longa aesthetic or a Blancpain aesthetic, where the watch has a break between case and lug to give the lugs their own sculptural presence. And Blancpain really does come to mind when you see this profile, perhaps Omega cribbing style notes from other members of the Swatch group. Not a bad thing, though, to have a watch that looks like a much more expensive watch. Push-down crown, 30-meter water resistance. We have an Omega logo on the crown. We have a domed bezel. There's an outboard flange and an inboard flange abutting the sapphire. The dial is primarily silver opaline or frosted, with the exception of the track for the hours, which has a brushed silver metallic grain. We have little cabochon of rose gold acting as hour indices. We also have stylized, radially arrayed Roman numerals, including a watchmaker's 4. We have faceted Dauphine-style hands, faceted for better legibility against the dial base, and an applique Omega logo up at 12 o'clock. This caliber has a stop seconds function, which you engage by pulling the crown out to its second stop. There is an intermediate function that allows you to rapidly activate the quick set date and cycle the date, throw the watch on the wrist. Super compact thanks to a caliber 2500 base. The 2500 base, which sits beneath this solid case back, emblazoned with the god Kronos, but that 2500 is a descendant of the Omega 1120, which was itself an Omega-fied version of the ETA 2892A2, so it starts as a very thin, fine automatic movement. It becomes more so as the 1120 chronometer, and then gets another upgrade to become the 2500. So bidirectional automatic winding, 48-hour power reserve, stop seconds, quick set date. It is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer adjusted in 5 positions. It pivots on 27 joules, and for good measure, it has a free-sprung balance for precise adjustment and durability on the wrist. It features a co-axial escapement, which is a direct and indirect impulse tangential contact escapement developed by the great independent watchmaker of Britain, George Daniels. He conceived it in 1974, Omega industrialized it in 1999. Today you see it across the entire line, realizing Daniels' original vision of greater chronometry, lower maintenance requirements, and extended power reserves. Reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.